a rainy day here at the Bonnie Doon Homestead. Oh, just walking through the sugar maple or the silver maples here, and I'm noticing. Yesterday I was working hard. I put some sand down by my willow, and I'm glad I didn't do the whole thing because it's attracting the attention of my chickens here. You can just go in the creek and get your own grit, and that attention, I think, if they scratch, they're going to knock off my sprouts. So that's probably not going to be a good idea, at least not yet. We'll let them grow up a little bit more, but we are getting sprouts that are coming off, so it worked. Let's go down here a little bit. Look at this bad boy. This is Harrison B, and it is coming really well. I don't know if you can see that. Piece of grass. But, so it's a success, even with all of our rain and flooding and all that fun stuff. And not really a traditional planting. Oh, we had some setbacks with this willow. I ordered it about a month too early to plant it, but you know, we put it in our fridge, and they actually, you know, it stayed in there, went back into stasis, and you know, really, I don't know, I can't look at this. This is the natural red, and it is coming gangbusters here. So that was our first setback, is timing, and that was my fault. Had it in the fridge, brought it out, didn't know if it was actually going to take root or not, but then put it in, and then it flooded twice, and this is our overflow for our creek. It's right here, and this was underwater twice, which probably was the best thing for it. And we didn't prepare a bed. I mean, I mowed it short, that's about all I did, because I was worried if I worked this ground up, it would erode with those floods. And that was kind of, my strategy actually worked. It worked good. The ground was moist enough. This is perfect area for willow. So, you know, we got a little lucky. And now that the grass is growing up around it and stuff, I thought, well, I can put some sand down, and you know, that'll help take away that competition. But as you can see, my chickens get around. And I could throw up a fence around here, but then I can't get at it very easily to maintain, and so we're just gonna have to fight the grass. I'm gonna have to let it grow up a little bit, you know, maybe get it up 5-6 inches, and then I'm gonna come in with the sand. The sand we're just harvesting right from the creek bank. But so far so good. I just got to make sure I can't put sand down right now, or else it's going to draw the attention of these little dinosaurs. I had some grass clippings here that I was going to put down around it, and we got all those floods, and I was really surprised that it didn't get washed away. But now it's breaking down, and there's hardly anything left there. My pup is out hunting. Chickens are going up the hill. They're crossing the road there. Look at them. They're right back there. So that, and they're scratching. So that was not a good idea. Luckily, they're not eating the willow yet, the willow shoots, because they got to be tender and good. They're just going after insects and grit. And bugs. But I guess this video is already getting long. Here are flowers that we transplanted down here are working out really good. I gotta come here and weed them and probably edge them. Damn poison hemlocks everywhere around here. I was gonna, since we're down here, I was gonna show you. Oh, the creek's not up that much. This worked out really good, and it's actually starting to create a bank there. Look at these really nice fine sand. You can see the black sand in there. Now, I did pan this down here for gold and didn't find not even a trace, but you never know. I suppose it just depends on where it's washing out from. But I've been working trying to move this creek that was eroding this blank bank up over here again. Oh, falling down. And I finally got it flowing really nice. You can see I dammed this up. It's still coming out here, but the fast the quickest parts, I got it moved up high, so hopefully that is going to erode that down and become one of the main channels, because it seems like where it moves the fastest, that's, you know, where the creek moves to. So if I can keep moving, if I can move this 10-20 feet that way, because I can't really access this property or this part of my property because of the creek. But if I can move it over and gain some more land this way, that'd be groovy. I'd like that. But I was in here working, always looking, not finding much of anything, except maybe, you know, a tool here and there, or something that could have been a tool. But we got this up, and the water is really nice and high here. So we should have, I mean, I know we have a bunch of minnows in here. Snapping turtle. Snappers. A couple snappers I've seen in here, and some snakes. And it's really washed this bank out. But I'm not, other than a few tools, I'm not really finding, you know, I'm not finding anything to tell me, okay, this is you know, where I can date it. Nothing that's finished. Just, you know, crude axes. This one actually looks like it might have been hafted. Pretty nice axe head. But I'm not sure if it was ever used. Maybe a little bit. And this is my other place where I'm working. Now this really got eroded away the last couple years, and you can see they put all kinds of rubble in here to hold that bank. So what I'm trying to do is kind of cut this corner a little bit and erode this bank out, because this bank is almost, you know, a quarter of the way in front of that thing. So if I can get this part eroded away, then we Nancy's coming to join me here. Then if I can get this eroded away, well, you never know what you're gonna find. There's garbage mixed in here. This was an old crossing, so you don't know if where they were getting their aggregate from. There might be something neat in there, but I don't know. It's just fun. Now I had a secondary dam up here that actually pushed it into the bank, but of course that got washed out, and I just got this one back established and was able to run the, you know, just like over there, I'm running the water up against this bank, hoping to, you know, gradually erode it. I'd rather erode this bank than the one that's been eroding and getting beat up. Boy, this has really raised the water here. Kind of trying to slow the water down a little bit, hold a little bit more water in. Not let it pass by us so quick. But yeah, because normally, I don't know if you can see my shoes here, just over my ankles, and normally the tops of my shoes would be dry. Here but with the rain we got some nice water flow, and my dams are holding up, so that's cool. Here's the water line that got exposed. I've been trying to get that covered back up, but I'll have to get my shovel down here and get some. Nancy, what are you doing? Nancy! You know, we don't have a big section of the creek. Look at that. Oops, that has some snails and stuff on it. Some egg sacs. Better put that back. You are all wet, pup. What are you doing, Perla? That could have been something. Come on, girl. These banks have really been eroding, and you can tell that this was once a crossing. I think they tried crossing this creek a number of times over the years. Over here, I got, like some bottles and stuff out, more like 50s, 60s or before. I think she's gonna jump it. Nancy, you're pretty athletic. Good kitty. So I guess that's how the cats get across the creek. I pulled some of the aggregate out of here and put it up on this because it was really flowing too fast through here and eroding away my bank, undercutting my bank there. And it still is, but we slowed that water down. But boy, we really raised up our creek. Who knows, maybe that we'll be able to fish in here this year. But with all the gully washers we get, I think all the fish get pushed down to the bigger creek, to Lee's Creek. But we're kind of an incubator for the babies here. Perla. Perla Pop. Want to take Nancy back over across. Well, long video and nothing, but that's kind of what today is. It's just one of those days where not much is going to get done, and it's starting to rain. Perla, come on, Pop, let's go home. Come on. Ugh. Come on, girl. Come on. Good pup. Good wet pup. What have you been rolling in? Oh, Shelly's gonna get mad at me again. Well, we're off. Come on, Nance. Come on, Nancy. Cats love hunting down here. Oh, I cleared these silver maples out, and it's looking good. I got to do it over there on that side hill. They get too small and too close. Got one more left to remove there. And then they don't do very well. So we get to harvest some wood, and I have them leaning up here, but the winter and all the high winds kind of got them scattered, and the chickens. But these are waiting. Oh, I was gonna say waiting on my next project, but look at this. The robin's got 2 little eggs in there. Beautiful, beautiful nest. Well, I guess I won't be able to use those till Mama raises up her babies. Very cool. Hey, thanks for joining us here on the Bonnie Doon. Surround yourself with life, and you'll actually have a life. Get Grizzly.